Hey guys, welcome back to another CSS tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about CSS variables, how to use them and why they're useful. So as you can imagine, CSS variables are useful because they allow you to quickly change something without having to change everywhere where it's located, just like regular variables. So let me just call this CSS variables, and yeah, I'll show you guys how to use them in like a regular HTML document. So it's going to be a bit different if you're using a framework like Angular, but if you're just going to use vanilla HTML, then it's actually pretty simple. So let's say we have just a body, and actually no, let's have some text inside. So let's have h1's some random text, then let's have another one, h2, some more random text, and let's just say, let's go to our body over here. And yeah, so the way you define a CSS variable is quite simple. Oh, actually, I need to put this inside of a style tag. So yeah, let's make our CSS stuff here, and then let's reference the body. So it's actually pretty simple how you can make a CSS variable. All you have to do is use a double dash, and then you can just call this whatever you want. So let's just call this text color, and then you just set it to whatever you want. So this can literally be like anything. It can be like pixel values, percentage values. It can literally be anything which you can write in CSS. So I'm just gonna put this as a color, and let's say we want our text color to be like let's just say red. So this is our text color, and now what we can do is we can actually go down and reference a h1 tag specifically, so only this, and then we can just set the color of it to be this. And now to actually call this variable, you have to type var and then whatever you called it here. So I go here and just go over to here, you can see that we actually have the text colored in red. So if I just say some random text in a h1 tag, and then let's just copy and paste a few times, you can see that it's actually carried over and we have this. And the thing about variables is that usually if I were to change all of these, then I would have to go to here and change them all. But now I can just change this to whatever I want. So let's just say I want it to have like a green. So let's just do that, and now you can see they all change at once. And obviously I could just set this to all text in the body. So if I just go to here, set that, and then you can just do that, and now you can see it's all green, just like that. So that's how you use CSS variables, and you know, these can just literally be anything. So let's say we want to create another variable, and let's just call this div height, and let's set this, or div width, so it's easier to show. So let's just set this to 500 pixels. Then let's create a div over here, and let's give it an ID of demo div, some content. Let's just put some content inside of it. Then let's reference that div here, and then let's just make its height something like 50 view height, and its width we can set to this variable, which is just div width. Let's give it a background color of orange. Okay, so now we should actually see it appear. You can see it's here. I'm not too sure why this hasn't appeared. Let's inspect element to see what's going on here. Okay, so we see here, and we also see that it has a oh, I know what I've done wrong. There shouldn't be a hashtag there. Okay, there you go. So now save this, and yeah, you can see that the width has actually been predefined as 500 pixels. So now if we were to edit that, make it 1000, you can see that it actually doubles in size. And you can imagine that this could be useful for just for just changing things dynamically on the fly. Like if you were to reference something in JavaScript, you can dynamically change it. And the last thing I'll say is that usually doing it in the body is fine, but sometimes it might not work properly if you do it in the body, and for those situations you have the root element. So basically you can just reference the root by doing this, and then you can just place all of your variables inside of there, and it basically does the same thing, but the difference is that root is over here. So I guess if you were putting something inside the head, then you'd want it to also be referenced with these variables, but you shouldn't really be putting any like HTML inside the head anyway. So yeah, that's just another thing to be made aware of. But yeah, these are basically how you use CSS variables. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.